Gaming. This is Matt, and oh my gosh, it's been a long day. We're getting ready for our Falcons matchup here, so let's go ahead and let's just jump right into it. Trying to keep up with everything. A lot of shit has changed in the past day, so I'm a little disorganized right now. Try to keep up with me here because I'm trying. Also, the focal point of the coach interview that I said was coming is out of town in Tennessee, so when he gets back, I will be recording and posting that interview.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Seahawks coming in at 3-1, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 2-3.
Oh shit!
What a surprise here!
I think I kept my
Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon.
Alright, I gotta change something. So let's try this again. For some reason when I use custom playbooks, it doesn't want to load up. So that sucks. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I run West Coast and multiple defense, so we can stick with that. Pretty basic playbooks, but they're definitely my style of play. Running, short passes, those are the kinds of things I like to run. So it has been a long day.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Seahawks are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Falcons, who will need to be sharp on offense. What a surprise here. There's rain in Seattle as we're off to Century Link Field to link up with our broadcast team.
I love the rain. Hopefully we can force some turnovers here.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Century Link Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. They'll They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about
Not really looking forward to this matchup.
2 yards gets him back to
anyone who's been paying
started,
attention
now,
has
3rd and
seen
10.
that
All right, let's look
my
at the
run
offense.
defense needs
Devontae
fucking
Freeman,
help.
this is a guy that
And,
you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such
Julio
joy
Jones is not gonna be fun
as
to
well
fucking
as such
cover.
fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Good shit. Okay.
Incomplete.
That helps.
Now the 6-year man out of Miami, Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, here we go.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this
4-yard
up
gain.
shy of
I'll take that.
midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped around in the NFL.
Get in there.
Every time he touches the ball,
there you go.
he's
That's
a
a
threat
good
to
run.
score.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
First down, this is Rawls.
There you go, Ralph. There you go, Ralph.
Down. He got 18 yards.
That's the kind of run game we need to
Gives him
have.
a new set of downs.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most in the NFL. Of course, City had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Thank you.
And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt.
Nice. Good
And he's
blitz.
taken down. It's Jaron Reed, the rookie out of Alabama, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3rd and 20, and no surprise the defense in the dime. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 50 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like...
Eric Rowe gone. Oh, that sucks.
Now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Kind of looking forward to him actually doing something this year, but...
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
So I'm actually going to try something here real quick. Because so far, Julio Jones has been lining up on the left side. I don't know why that is. But we're going to go ahead. Because that's my number 2 over there. Let's go ahead and put Sherman at the number 2. That way he should be covering Julio. Which should make this a little easier.
Ready to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's brought down after a good game. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
Oh, bye, Johnson.
Right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it. Also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to be
there we
wrapped
go.
up and driven down.
Jaron Reed.
Jaron Reed.
Putting in that work.
To record the second sack of his young NFL career. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now it's Ryan. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And we'll see if they can do just that. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Wilson to give to Rawls.
Ooh, there we go, Rawls.
That one goes for
there you go, Rawls.
yards. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls. A transfer from Michigan back to Central Michigan. Got overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out and ended up being a priority free agent. And boy, what a rookie season he had before injuring an ankle. This guy is something else. When he gets going, their offense really responds. When you get that close to the goal line, you can't give up yardage that easily. You might have just given up a great opportunity to score 6 points. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Complete, Richardson has it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. The football a 2nd time. Seahawks was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Now Wilson, that's caught at the 1. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3. I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal, because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points.
I kick field goals in video games, you ass.
You can get. You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ryan. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Ooh! There, almost intercepted.
Come on, Sherman.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Ryan to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn to a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, Ryan. And this is going to be
Good D.
Chris Moore was the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy.
Ooh! Ooh! Jimmy! Jimmy, did you see the cuts? Oh, did you see the cuts? Oh, God! Oh, that's disgusting.
His third on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Woo!
Is good.
What happens when you spam the square button to tackle right there?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. So as they take it over,
at least try to return.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see.
Thomas Rob's going insane right now.
How they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time. And they're taking that, too.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
13 for 13. Now that is what I like to see.
The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive line?
No, that was stupid. Wrong fucking button.
It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take
God
over
damn it.
at their own
I meant to hit square.
48-yard
Whatever.
line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second
Been
half.
happening more in this Madden
And
than
they're
any
coming
other
off a
Madden
3 and
for
out,
me,
my
I
friend.
swear.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could...
Ryan
Nice!
Lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often
Reese Floyd, new guy.
Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their
Wow,
dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. They always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last
there you go, Jimmy. There you go, Jimmy.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll hand to Rawls. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the gun on third down, Wilson.
Oh, right to him.
One that's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Israel.
All right, I'm fucking up. I gotta
stop
that too.
There as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking deep downfield. Now that'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
the memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And Graham's got it. Complete.
Woo, Graham! Woo, Graham!
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. On the ground, Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run the
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. He's going to go for a big...
There you go, Sherman! There you go, baby!
It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they have the football and will take
and my
over
move
at the
pays off.
24-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Their confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can get back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Wilson,
wow,
it's loose. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score
wow.
from TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right, toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try to run with Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Again, it's Rawls. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And the Falcons now making their way back out.
Feel pretty good. I think this one's safe, but just in case, let's not. These two
They come out here in the eye. They go back to the air here after the eye. And this
there
is
you go, Neil.
intercepted. And that should do it.
There you go, baby.
A great read, and it's picked
That's
off.
how you put it away.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. On second down, Ryan under pressure, and they got to him again. The 2-time Pro Bowler, Bobby Wagner, in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
You just don't let this one run.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Brown, the lone receiver, left. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Ryan steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
All right, so big win. Keep it rolling, hopefully. I believe we finally have our big rivalry game next week, which is tomorrow. The Cardinals, who are undefeated in the division right now, so if I win that game, I should be able to tie up for the division lead, unless someone beats them today. But, yeah. So we got some big games coming. The season is in full swing now. For No Car Gaming, thank you for joining me. This is Matt. I'm out.